Hey guys, thanks for joining. So now that the election is over, people's thoughts are everywhere in regards to real estate. Some people are asking me, are the rates going to come down? Are prices going to come down? And all those things we can kind of talk about here quickly and briefly. In terms of home prices, somebody asked me, are the prices going to come down? If you guys live in an urban area, like a densely populated area, like an area, like we're in Southern California, it's a super densely populated area, especially in like the LA County, Orange County, a lot of parts of Riverside County. There's not a lot of land here, guys. When there's not a lot of land, there can't be new homes that are being built. The new homes are going to bring up the inventory. So some people are also saying how else to bring up the inventory is to lower interest rates. The only issue with you lowering interest rates, more people are going to come to the market and it's just going to flood the market with more buyers. So is it going to lower properties in I'm talking again, densely populated areas, places like New York, Philadelphia, the Miami area, Tampa, areas that have a ton of people. Even in the Dallas area is a super dense area. Specifically in Dallas and in Texas, they've been kind of expanding, and the areas that are actually going lower in price are where large home builders have just built a ton of homes because they got the capital to build a ton of homes out there in Texas, and they've just kind of overbuilt or overpopulated that area with homes. So now if you guys are maybe in that Texas area, especially San Antonio, actually, if you're in the outskirts of San Antonio, you are going to find some deals there from builders. They're throwing huge incentives at you over there in San Antonio. But again, in more densely populated areas, like I was just saying, like the Miamis, and especially here in Southern California, where I'm based, it's going to be very difficult. We have a great economic climate here right now. There's a ton of jobs out here, especially in the LA Orange County area. And again, there's not enough housing. In terms of rates, are rates going to come down? Rates have been projected to come down now. It feels like years, but realistically, I do feel that rates are going to come down in 2025. Do I have a magic crystal ball? Absolutely not. Am I going to be 100% accurate? Absolutely not. Do I know what the rates are going to be? No, but I do feel that they are going to come down. Today, at the making of this video, the average interest rate in the United States is probably closer to 7%, maybe the high sixes, 6.8, 6.9. If they can get to, everybody's trying to say below 4%. Below 4% is a very low rate. If we can get below 5%, there's going to be a feeding frenzy out there. If you guys were trying to purchase a home during COVID, while I know we had to wear masks and all that, so we couldn't have a ton of people in the open houses, but open houses were just lined up. I saw videos on TikTok and Instagram and all the social media websites. People were lined up. So that's what you get with those low prices. And again, if you've been following my social media, we've been talking about the lock-in effect. That again will happen with the low rates. So these low rates, again, they're good in the short term. They're bad. I feel like they're bad in the long term because they leave people stuck in their homes. You can't leave your house when your payment is so low. On top of that, when you purchase a new home, guys, you don't forget if you're not 55 or older and you don't qualify for some of the propositions that have been put in place to keep your property tax rate, you're going to be reassessed on a new property when you're buying a new home. So property taxes are a major factor, especially for families that are moving up. It's a major factor for them moving. So again, we were talking about the election and where prices are going to go. What I hope for and what I'm hoping for is that prices can stabilize a little bit. We can see a natural 3 to 5% increase, hopefully in wages and in price appreciation of homes. If we have those things, if we have a market like 2015 to 2019 was a pretty good market, a lot of stabilization in that market, steady rise in both wages. Wages and appreciation. If we can get kind of a market like that, that's what I'm hoping for post-election. Whether you like the new candidate that's been put in place, and I honestly don't know how much of an effect he's going to have on our housing, because as you guys know, a bunch of presidents have came and gone, and they've made promises, and I mean, not a lot of promises come to fruition. The only thing I do give not Trump credit for, but he should be able to get stuff through, because I believe the House and the Senate are now both Republican houses and Senates. Everything's been flipped, so it's now the whole Congress is now a Republican Congress. So all his bills theoretically should get easier, should be passed easier. But again, guys, housing is hyper local. So depending on the government that you have in place in your specific city, your builders that are building homes, or your home flippers and things of that nature getting permits, they're going to be regulated to their actual city, their county, and their state before the federal government when it comes to housing. So don't forget about that. So if you guys have any houses, you have your own, give me your prediction. Come on. I mean, because a lot of people are, I had a woman call me yesterday, and she was a real estate agent. She's been in the business for a long time. And, you know, she has some of her colleagues who think that prices are going to come down. Based on what? Why do you think prices are going to come down? And I'm talking about highly densely populated areas, not the boonies, not out there, not anywhere 150 miles outside of a major city or something like that, or even an hour outside of a major city. I'm talking about highly densely populated areas. Name a highly densely populated area that you think is going to come down. Because other than, like I said, San Antonio, and it's the San Antonio suburbs, maybe parts of Florida, but anyway, name them below. Let's chat and subscribe, and like this channel if you like more of this content. We'll be delivering it to you all of 2025, guys. Thanks.